greatest comedy show in the land.
Greatest radio show in the world.
Period.
I think I heard other radio shows tune into us.
Right.
You know what's crazy? There was a radio show. I'm not gonna say their name. They like a top radio show.
Yeah.
They went to break and left the mic still playing.
Oh,
and in the background they would listen to us.
Oh, that's what's up. Yo, find out what radio station that is. But anyway, you can listen to us at www.uptownradiophilly.org, or you can listen to us at
Oh snap! You can check us on YouTube at WJYN 98.5, where you can physically see us, see what we wearing, see how the voices say. That's one of my things. I always want to see what somebody look like because I can hear their voice. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Sometimes people look totally different.
Or you could say Alexa, Uptown Radio. And you can check us out on
UptownRadioPhilly.org. You said it already?
Yeah, I already said that.
It's like a game show.
Or you could call in, right?
No, you definitely need to
You can call in after 8:30. We will do call-ins tonight at like 8:30 and beyond or whatever, because that's like our closing end. And you can give your shout outs or whatever to your family. You can call in at 215-763-9596. I'll say it again because I know I speak fast. So 215-763-9596. Also, you can join us on YouTube, like my co-host said, and you can actually like put your questions there, or like if you have a birthday today, because he likes giving birthday shout outs.
I love giving out birthday.
And I have to do it because he makes me or whatever. But no, I'm just kidding. But you can go on YouTube, let us know or whatever. And our topics tonight, really, we're just gonna roll with the punches today, right?
We didn't talk about guns. And how do you feel about having guns in your house and stuff like that? Because you know the way Philly is right now, you know, a lot of people shooting up stuff and all that kind of stuff. So how do you feel about having a gun? And like I said, if you don't have one, you ain't got to say you don't have one. I would always lie. Like I got lots of guns. I got a gun on me right now. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying like it's okay for your safety. Just don't be like it's funny that you bring that up because myself and Lamont, shout out to Lamont because he is in the building. He's gonna be our audience member this evening. But shout out to him. But right, so we was talking about it, and I was like, you know, it's cool to have a gun, but don't be a hothead.
Yeah.
Like when you have a license to carry, remember that it's a license to carry,
not a license to kill.
Exactly. Like it doesn't mean like jump every minute. You see somebody get hype or something. Like
you are not now James Bond. You are not 0045. No, like you know what I'm saying. Also, the other topic is male enhancements.
Oh,
is it cool now for men to get their bodies enhanced? Like, you know what I'm saying? Is it cool for men to go to Dr. Miami?
Well, I thought you were talking about something else.
Well, I mean, but that has a part. That has a part to play with male enhancements. Like, because you know, back in the day, all they had was toupees.
Right.
That was the most you could get. Like, you know, you got a toupee, and even with that, you would kind of look down on it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Especially when that joint got flapping in the wind.
right.
When that joint started talking to you.
Right.
But like now, they got so much different stuff. Like you can get like lipo. You can get lipo.
You can get a 6-pack.
You can get a 6-pack.
Yeah.
Or now they even got the They even got the shirts you could put on.
They got shirts.
They got Body Magic for men.
Get out of town.
They got man weaves.
Oh yeah, I know about the man weaves. I mean, not that I experienced them myself, but I've seen it.
But that's what I'm saying. We gonna delve deeper into that. But
later,
like that's what we're talking about. Is it okay? Because you know, men were always expected to get it from the mud. You know what I'm saying? We were always expected to just go out and get it.
Right.
But now we can go out and buy it. Just like the ladies. So is that a double standard?
Right.
And y'all can do it. Why can't not me, but why can't men do it?
Right.
I'm gonna get it from the mud type dude.
Right. Yo, that's amazing. Great topics this evening. He always picks the topics, y'all, too. And I love it because he makes me like dive into stuff. And then I'll be looking stuff up on the internet.
How was your week?
My week was actually great.
Mm-hmm.
I think I worked 1 or 2 days this week, right? Lamont, I worked 1 or 2 days this week. I worked 1 day this week. My regular job.
Turn that down, please.
My regular job. I worked a day, I think, and then we shout out to my team, and you guys are getting this exclusive. But we started our open mic back up.
Okay.
Well, we did an open mic last night. And we're bringing back, I'm allowed to say it now because it's already been posted on social media or whatever. So, like we are bringing back our showcases, which now means that we can do 1 headliner and 3 features on every show Wednesdays, and Fridays. But if you want to know the information for Friday's event, you got to DM one of us.
Oh, that's dope.
You have to DM one of us for right now. Just if you want to know like where to go to tomorrow, if you don't have nothing to do and you just want to work on some things or whatever, like DM one of us because it's for hire. So I'm gonna say their names. You can go to the Lawrence Arnell, or you can go to Mike Salvi, or you can go to Jack Wills, or you can go to Shay Sasa 83 on IG if you're trying to work some kind of material or whatever it is you're doing. We're doing that for a minute, not that long, but and because we have things going on, and I know Tyreek gonna ask me about it or whatever. But well, you wasn't there last night, so you didn't.
I didn't
get
catch.
to
I didn't catch the first part.
Okay, so we're booked for Miami next week, which I'm excited about because we get to perform with someone that's been on stages, that's touched stages like Comedy Central and like the Comedy Store and like the Comedy Cellar. Like, do you know how hard it is to get on those? Even the Comedy Cellar is like you can go and like open mic or whatever, but you know how hard it is to get into those places as a comedian.
I was always under the impression that Comedy Cellar, somebody had to give you the nod, like, you know what I'm saying, like, oh, he's a good fella, like, you know what I'm saying.
So now we have somebody that we're performing with in Miami that has that.
Gotcha.
So just imagine where that can go, and you knowing us as a team, and you know we're not selfish at all. So it's like, boom, let us get in there.
When is the show in Miami?
June 3rd.
Okay.
It's a show in Miami. It's all over our Instagram and I believe Twitter, everything you could think of, because like one thing about us is we are promoters. Like we do promote a lot of our stuff. When it's like anything that we do, we try to promote it the best that we can, but we've learned a lot like how to get better too, like even like during pandemic or whatever. So with this next stuff coming, you guys better pay attention to us, because we want to include everyone that, especially, we're going to include everyone that came in last night, period. Because you guys showed us like love, like from the, like, we're here, and it doesn't matter. We're here. Like, and that's going to play a big part in our future things that we're doing that I cannot talk about just yet. But real talk, we appreciate everyone that came out last night to Voice Lounge. I gotta shout them out. Shout out to Voice Lounge. We've even done shows there or whatever. And they're Chinese. I found out they was Chinese.
Well, yeah,
so I gotta give them a shout out.
We were talking to him last night, and the guy was he was saying he was Chinese, but it's what's the name of it? Not Taiwan. What is Korean?
Yeah.
The venue is Korean.
Yeah.
But
they're Chinese.
People is Chinese.
Yeah. So shout out to them, and shout out to Voice Lounge for giving us back this opportunity, because we could have lost them, like, you know what I mean? But they stuck. Like loyalty, that showed us like loyalty still exists out here. You know what I mean? Because like we were gone for like a year, like with all this COVID and stuff. So thank you to Voice Lounge for bringing us back and letting us keep this our home and keep doing what we're doing there. But you guys are always welcome every Wednesday night, except for next week because we won't be there. But every Wednesday night after that, we'll be there 7 o'clock, 7:30 signups, 8 o'clock. We will start the mic or whatever until we start doing the showcases with you guys. If you guys follow again, hahaforhire.com, you can get information on that website about what's coming up or whatever. So
good chance.
And that's what's been going on.
Well, I just want to give everybody an update. Last time we were here, we had the Philly versus Jersey show, and I can announce that Philly mopped the floor with Jersey. It was definitely like a 3-0. Only part of this show that Jersey won was the hosting, right? And it wasn't like.
Were they that good though?
Will Wright is a very good comic.
Wait, which one is that?
Boy from Jersey, Big Boy. I can show you.
He's done Ken Jones shows.
Yeah. He's always in Ken.
The
Jones
Big
show.
Bull.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's very good, especially his energy on stage.
Period.
But it wasn't like. If I put it in the terms of battle rap, it was 2-1 Will. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So he got Ken. The first round, he really he got Ken. Round 1, he got Ken. Round 2, Ken really showed off. Like he was in his bag. And so like it was like that's why I say 2-1 because you got to
Right.
give Ken at least 1 round of hosting.
So okay,
You know what
Ken
I'm
got the
saying?
1 and Will got the 2.
Yeah, he got 2 rounds to
course.
1. You know what I'm saying? But
That's a
like it
good
was a
one.
very good. But when it comes to the comics, though, oh my god, like I didn't see Vaughn Brown. I walked out. Like you know what I'm saying? It was me versus Vaughn. I won.
What
that.
happened?
Huh?
Why you walk
What
out?
you mean you walked
I
out?
wasn't as happy with my set as I wanted to be.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
You wasn't. It was a roast.
No, we weren't roasting. It was comedy. You were getting upset and tell your jokes.
Oh,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Vaughn beat you.
No.
Okay. I was about to say. I mean, shout out to Vaughn Brown. I love your comedy, Vaughn, but this is my my bro right here.
What I'm saying, I didn't see his set.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? I walked
you
out,
gave
you
it
know,
the
I did. I went first. Philly
Right.
went first. So I did my set. You know what I'm saying? I got laughs. I'm not, and this is not cockiness. I don't think I'm ever going to bomb again. Right. The most I'll do is be disappointed in myself.
Now watch him bomb the next freaking joint he
But
does.
that's what I'm saying. Like I'll consider it a bomb, but the crowd, like it'll be all these people like, no, you did good. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's never like no jokes hit. Like I'll get like out of 6 jokes, I know at least 3.5 hit. You know what I'm saying? Then I'll even get the laughs off the ones who don't hit by like, oh, you ain't like that. And then even with that, like that gets a little bit of a laugh. But I'm not bombing. Like
Right.
I'm not going to sit up there in the crowd like.
All I want to know is, did you beat Vaughn Brown? Did Philly win? Did Philly win?
That's what I'm saying. Comic wise, comic versus comic on the set type time. Every comic from Philly.
Oh, because they had
every
different
comic from Jersey.
categories. You're
No.
saying
So first round was me versus Vaughn Brown.
that's comedy, right?
That's comedy.
Not host.
Second round was classic versus what's his name?
Whatever his name is.
No, I know his name. Kels.
I don't-
You know what I'm talking about? Kels from Jersey.
Okay.
Third round was Jonas versus I can't remember boy name because he wasn't on the flyer. The boy Ace was supposed to be there, but something happened, so Ace couldn't be there. So the boy that came, it was to the point where like they didn't have a chance. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was a clear, like it was you ever see this movie called Bloodsport?
Yes.
No, not Bloodsport. Best of the Best. You ain't never see Best of the Best? Y'all
I didn't
young,
see
too young.
that.
Don't worry
I'm
about
too
it.
young.
Skip that. Let's
I'll
do
watch
another
it
analogy.
tonight.
It was like
It's okay.
It was like, why are we even judging it? Like y'all know we won. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, like, but the judges were definitely giving feedback, so that was dope. Like it was OC. Shout out to OC. It was
OC Diesel was a judge.
OC
Awesome.
Diesel, Miss Cash. Shout out to Miss Cash.
Shout out to MZ Cash.
And,
Yes. I call her MZ Cash.
Shay was a host.
Shay Chi Chi?
No. Shay.
Shay who?
Shay.
You mean Shay Shay? That's you talking about?
Shay who?
It's Chi-Chi.
I think his name is Shay.
Michael Shay?
No.
Definitely not Michael Shay.
You when you go to
Shay who?
whenever you've been to
Shay Guevara?
what's 2-Ray old show, Soul Comedy.
Shay Ali?
Okay.
Shay Ali.
Oh, my man, he was hosting.
Yeah, he was hosting.
that's
Oh,
That's
he
what I'm
was
saying.
judging.
He was one of the judges.
Okay, he was
Yeah.
judging.
Yeah.
He was judging.
So that's what I'm
judging,
saying.
judging.
So
okay. Oh,
you know,
great.
they were giving people pointers like this, that, and the third. So it
Yeah.
was dope. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it was definitely the real winners of the night were the people that were there. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to this one chick.
No,
This
I
one
want to
chick-
know who really won. Like, did Philly win or
no? Philly drugged them. Like, I don't think
Like, how do we know you won?
Classic Lloyd?
Because it was
the
a
judges.
battle.
The judges.
But like, where's like the whole like trophy
It's
and
tape,
like
it's tape and
whatever?
all that kind of stuff. I don't we ain't get no trophy.
Yeah, we need.
I got money though, so I take money over trophy.
Well, we'll take money over trophies, but
Yeah,
like,
you
come
can-
on, Philly, we won. Like
I don't
against.
need, I don't need
Come
no
on,
award
Ken
for that.
Jones, you cocky like that. Get him.
But
get
like
him.
I said, it was a great show. Shout out to Jersey because they really showed up. The pack, it was packed houses.
That's
Bring your
what's
own
up.
bottle. So you know what I'm saying. The crowd was enjoying themselves.
Shout out to the girl. That
Shout out
uses
to the
bottle.
girl who had the can of flavored Still Reserve, and you got to be a whole G&a-half to drink flavored Still Reserve.
Facts.
Like I didn't like like Still Reserve is $1.
Yo,
And 2 of them will get you drunk.
You know what's in the 211?
Huh?
Do you know what's in the 211?
Ford
I know you
Loco,
need
Boone's
911.
Farm, Hennessy, all that,
Go inside your couch
Yeah.
and just start digging around.
and that's what's in
That's what's
211.
in it. I'm telling you.
211 is liquid crack. Like
Yo, it
two
is now.
211s
It
will
is
have you
now
right.
time to bring in our
We're
guest.
gonna bring in our guest.
We got to bring in our guest
7:15. We got to
because he's
bring
in the
our guest.
building.
He's in the
Right?
building. He was on time.
You know, he was like really
He
on
actually
time,
was
y'all.
sitting here reading the list of what he can't say. I'm like, yeah, that's
Like,
cool. That's nothing. I don't
He's
say that
still
anyway.
looking at it right
I
now.
just went down the list.
It's over there.
Like it's here,
No,
there. Okay.
You gotta post your you gotta
Yeah.
No, you gotta do the.
I gotta do the
flight attendant.
the flight attendant stuff. So if you're gonna curse, this is the list I need you to look at. I need you to look. There's a list over here, focused on to the back of the plane, and there's also 2 emergency exits to the side. One is gonna be to your right, one is gonna be to your left. If you look behind you, then just don't say it. But yeah, so we're bringing our guest this evening, y'all. Give it up for Marcus LeVar in the building.
Yo, what's going on, Philly? What's happening?
Ooh, we got
What's
class
up
and
with you, boy?
everything.
What's up with you, Cannon?
Hey, man, I'm glad to be alive. Glad to be here, man.
You got to give them. Let's start off with your social media information so they can follow you. We're gonna do it multiple times, but we want to make sure they hear you
Yeah.
multiple times. For people that come in early, stay late, whatever.
Yeah, my name is Marcus LeVar. For those that don't know already and don't know social media that well, you could just type in Marcus LeVar and everything will pop up. But if you want to find me specifically on Instagram, you can find me at Running Joke Mark. Running Joke Mark. It ain't
So make
misspellings.
everything Running Joke Mark.
I can't make Facebook Running Joke Mark. I
Oh.
tried. I
No,
tried.
I think when you get too many followers,
Yeah,
you got to give your real information.
yeah, I'm Marcus now.
Yeah,
on
that's
Facebook.
what I'm saying. It
Yeah.
changes. You can't be like Sly Dog Killer, like, you know what I'm saying? They're like, nah, dog, you have to be Thomas Monroe. Like,
Yeah.
I'm Shay Sasa, period.
Remember, everybody was like, my name is
Life's-
Stephanie.
life's-
Too blessed to be stressed.
life's ugly
Johnson.
money problem. Life's ugly money problem. Shout out to
Shut
Love.
up. Shout
that
out
where
to
it
Love
came from?
Hamilton.
Huh?
Is that where it came from? Was a Facebook name?
That was his name. That's what his name on Facebook. Life's ugly money problem. But they said,
Lump.
nah, dog.
No,
you
they
gotta
was like,
change
nah, you
it.
gotta change this. He was like
You gotta
Lump
change that,
Hamilton.
sir.
All right, I gotta
You
put
gotta change
Hamilton
that.
mine.
Yeah.
Shout out to Lump because he's amazing.
Yeah, shout out to that
Lump,
boy.
man. How y'all been though, man? I've seen
Yeah.
Tariq, man. I ain't seen you in a while, Shay.
Well, I've been around a little bit here, there, working, not working, doing whatever I do as a professional side piece. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But I noticed that you lost weight, or I don't know. For me, I thought you were like a little bigger,
I was a lot bigger.
and then like you got like too small for me. Like you had a chance before. Now it's like nah.
Yo, she used
bruh.
to tell me that
Nah,
all the time.
bruh.
She's like, I believe her because
Yeah.
she used to tell me that all the time.
Yeah.
And now
Like,
the first thing she said to me, today
you
was
had
like,
a
no, you
chance.
too skinny.
Like no.
But that's
no.
what that's the worst. Like, skinny
no.
dudes are
I
supposed
got
to be
abs
in
now,
right now.
yo. I got abs now.
No.
I can't, the abs
No.
won't give me a chance.
No.
What type of stuff is this? This is why I got abs.
This is why I'm different.
This is why I got abs.
But she only like older men, so she ain't got to deal with you too long because you know you're about to die.
I'm about
soon.
to check. That's
Yeah,
what it is.
she got like
Yeah.
no.
She don't want a healthy
You want to
dude.
be in a relationship
Well,
for
they
30
healthy.
years?
Well, I want dudes
30 years. Are
30
you
years. That's a
serious?
long time to commit,
a
bro. I
mortgage.
could give you 5.
That's we in the house.
Like, nah, you need to have like diabetes, heart problems, all that stuff when you're dealing with me.
But you can be skinny with diabetes.
But he's too skinny for me.
Pre-hypertensive.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's just too much. I was like, you know, he had a chance before. Plus,
Mhm.
he's light skinned and bald headed.
I'm not light skinned by any stretch. of
You
the
like
imagination.
lighter than the dudes that I mess with, so you light skinned.
I wouldn't call him light. I'm so dark.
He's
Like-
light skinned. He's light
That's what I'm
skinned.
saying. Like,
He's light
But I'm
skinned.
sitting between the both of y'all. Like you gotta know that I'm
Like we got
definitely-
3 different kinds of
the
Tootsie
color
Roll
palette.
colors and stuff
we
going
like
on.
a mascara list. You know,
We like
got
a
the
Twix
different
bar.
joints.
Tyreek is like covered like the chocolate, the dark chocolate.
The
I'm
different
like the
Kit Kats.
caramel joint, and then he's like the little wafer joint and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
different Kit Kat bars.
Yeah, like whatever, yo.
Mark, how long you been doing comedy for, man?
Yo, technically the first time I got on stage was in August of 2013 after I dropped out of school. So that long, I guess. Yeah. What's that? 8 years? 7 years?
Yeah.
7, 8.
Well, I mean, you dropped out of school, so you probably don't know.
No, I don't.
But had you stayed in school, you'd have known this about 8 years.
7 years.
No, but so where'd you get your start at?
Philly, man. I dropped out of school and my thing was like, man, I'm not trying to do comedy where people know me yet.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go back to like downtown Philly where don't nobody know me. Just be in the middle of the area where nobody knows. And that's what I did, man. I was hitting the Raven Lounge, and back then there was a place called Medusa Lounge, and what else used to be out here, man? It was a couple mics around the city. Comedy Cabaret. That's where I first went.
Yeah.
Comedy Cabaret.
That
I
was
went
in the Northeast.
all the way up Red Line Road or something.
Mhm.
And I went. I said nobody knows me in Northeast. I promise you, I won't run into nobody.
But what got you, like, what made you say comedy? You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
you
I
said you
wanted-
dropped out.
Yeah, I wanted to be a comedian since I was in 6th grade, bro.
Okay.
Oh wow.
That was like I remember I woke up one morning and I was like, yo, I really be making people laugh.
Yeah.
And my pop was a funny dude, so I always kind of wanted to be like him. And then like after watching comedy, I was like, I could be a comedian one day. So I
Yeah.
went on the bus and I tried to tell a joke, and that joint didn't fly. So I was like, oh, all right, it's harder than I thought. I let them dreams die, but then I got old enough to chase my own dreams, man.
The worst thing about being a comedian is sometimes you're funny when you're just regular.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so difficult because you be like, yo, I be having people on the block dying. Why can't I bring this up on stage?
You're trying too hard.
You're trying too hard. You got to get your...
That happened to me one time because I was like kicking it with Mr. Young outside of Voice one day, and I was like just busting it up, telling him a story. I was like, let me tell you a story or whatever. So I'm telling him a story. I was like, I want to use this as a joke, but I don't know how. He was like, yo, that's it. Do it on stage. Man, I tried that on stage. I switched that joke so fast. When I ain't hear that first laugh, I was like, I'm gonna use this as my opener because if it don't hit, at least I got time to switch up and not, you know what I mean?
Bad opener to kill you, man.
That's what I learned.
But I learned that because I rather do that like I'd rather do a light bad opener because once I say professional side piece, that's like a punch all the way. So I've learned to put a bad opener in the beginning and then just be like, well, you know, guys, I'm a professional side piece. And then I'll bring them back in.
A great opener is like a nice punch in the beginning of the fight.
Yeah. And
you
then,
know what I'm saying?
And you
like
get weak later.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like the dude to come fight, like, come on, nigga, you can't. Pop. He like, okay, you know what? Right, this boy can fight. Because the good opener lets the crowd know, oh, he's a comedian. Like he ain't up there like, you know what I'm saying, just BSing. He up there with some raw material. And then you can go into your, you know what I'm saying, your questionable stuff. And then if you do that, then you can go. But you gotta try.
I've tried every method, and for me, thus far, it has worked. Where, like lately, Jay Monet, shout out to Jay Monet. She was like, "How about your opener is not that you're a professional side piece from the rip, because that's your punch, that's your kicker. Walk them to it, walk them up to it.
Yeah,
tell a little story, whatever. All right, so people be like." Once I say professional side piece, once I say that, and I've done it in many places, and I go, once I be like, oh, well, I'm a professional side piece. Let me get into what I do for a living. I'm a professional side piece. People start.
That's very dangerous.
And these ain't jokes. Then they laugh, but they laugh when I say these ain't jokes.
Why you say it's dangerous?
It's dangerous because most people in the crowd are women.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you why it's dangerous. I thought you had a real reason. I'm gonna tell you exactly why it's dangerous. Shay Sasa, nobody in here knows this. I'm gonna tell y'all a story that nobody in here knows. Shay Sasa ruined one of my relationships.
What?
A couple years
oh
ago.
Yeah, I think. Oh my God.
Couple years ago. Nobody knows. I never told nobody this.
I think you told me.
Did I?
I think we had a conversation like a while
I might have been
ago.
drunk. I don't know, but we did a show, right? I don't even know where we was.
Yeah, we was up in the Northeast. We was in the Northeast.
And I went out to go smoke. I gotta check the list real quick. I smoked weed. I had to make sure that smoke or weed wasn't on the list.
Drugs is cool.
I went out to smoke weed with my man. And my man, we out there smoking. I come back in. Shay's on stage, right? Shay, she doing this professional side piece thing. I go sit with my lady. She's fuming. She's like, I don't know who this is. She talking about she a side piece and all that. I was like, I don't know who she is either. I didn't really know Shay.
We had just like literally met that night.
So here goes Shay, right? I don't know what was going on, but Shay walked up and she said, yo, where was the guy that was just sitting here? Mind you, me and my girl just switched seats. She's like, where's the guy that was just sitting here? And my girl was like, who you talking about? And I was like, yo, you talking about me? She's like, oh, yeah. This, that, she said something to me, good set, whatever, walked off.
Yeah.
Now my girl was like
major. I didn't say that major, man.
Now
she probably heard good sex.
My lady is sitting there like, all right, professional side piece. Where was this? Where's your man at? Good sex, whatever. At the end of the night, right? We all leaving. I'm comedians just networking. I see a couple people I don't know. I'm like, yo, here, take my Instagram, whatever. She ain't like that either.
Yeah.
You just gave your Instagram out to the professional side piece, and that was the end of it. About a week later, that was it. I couldn't argue about that for too long.
But that's good because that's going to be your Jay Leno
story.
Because you got to have a good one.
And that's it.
Relationship.
And that's it.
And you know what you need to do? You need to make sure you follow her. Oh, we got a call. Let's see who this is. I guess we can just answer. See what it is.
Personal call. I don't know about that one.
If it don't say a name,
it clicked off. It clicked off.
So yeah,
if you were calling for real, call back. We're here.
That was.
There you go. That's a call back. There we go. What's up? Hold on. Oh, turn your radio down. You got to turn your radio down.
And don't curse.
Turn your damn radio down.
I don't have a radio. I have a YouTube.
Oh, turn your
Turn
YouTube
that
down.
on.
That sounds like Mr.
Turn whatever.
Inappropriate.
Mr.
What's good?
Inappropriate. No,
Listen,
I'm very
that's-
appropriate.
No, you're welcome to the LOL show. What's
Nice
good?
to
Who
be
is
here.
this?
It's nice to be here. Hey, the comedian that you guys, the guy's in the middle. He did himself a favor,
By
I,
leaving
and that
that
girl
girl?
did you a favor by walking away.
Mhm.
yo, I believe that.
That sounds like Mike Salvi. That's
It
what
is
that
Mike
sounds
Mike
like.
Salvi.
It sounds like Mike
What's up with you,
Salvi.
Mike?
You must know
Talking
my
to a
ex.
comedian here.
You must know my ex if you feel that way.
Well, your ex, not your now. So.
But that's what I'm saying. You got to follow her now to see how bad her life is. Now that you're not in it,
Oh, I know it's
No.
I know
you
she
don't
not.
need
I know she not running like.
So
You don't
Mike,
need that.
Mike, you know how I tell the story about there was a girl that wanted to fight me after the show?
It was her.
It was her. It was his
Okay.
girl.
Oh, I see. Neither one of us ever told these stories. I
She wanted to fight.
didn't know
She
was
like wanted to fight.
She
I
was
never
angry.
knew who. I just know,
But-
Shay is very respectful when it comes to things like that. So,
Mm.
and we're the same way. Like, we'll tell stories about, but never necessarily who or whatever. And just because that's not the meat. The meat of the story is
It's
what
what
happened.
happened. Yeah.
Right.
So, but listen, I've been listening for a while. That's what made me call in. Is I wanted to tell you, Marcus, that she did you a favor, man. It's a good thing you got to see that right away, and
Right.
because who knows what it would have been like.
Could
that.
you imagine when you get super heavy and you
No.
get groupies out the? Because you're gonna get women sending you DMs and all that kind.
Oh,
She
yeah.
can't take this. She ain't gonna be able to take that.
I
She's
mean-
not there now.
What I've learned in the past year.
She gonna be
man,
one of the groupies. Hey, I missed you.
What I've learned in the past year, is like when it comes to this whole Instagram or social media fame and all
Mhm.
that, it's new for a lot of people.
Yeah.
For a lot of people, especially
Yeah.
if you grew up in the 90s, whatever.
Right.
So this kind of stuff hits you. You don't know how to handle it. As far as a man goes, it does take a little extra discipline to not find yourself in peculiar situations that had your girl looking some kind of way, whatever. But at the same time, your girl got to understand this is a crazy life that I did not ask for necessarily.
I am falling
Right.
for every single thirst trap. You send me a thirst. Is that a bunch of leaves
Yeah.
on the floor? I'm in the pit of the thirst trapping.
I'll be
I'm
that
falling for it.
stupid mouse. You know,
Yes.
they say the second mouse gets the cheese, or whatever.
Mhm.
I'll be the first mouse. I'll be an
Mhm.
idiot. I'm gonna have mousetrap bruises all over my face.
There you
is that
go.
cheese? Is that
Mhm.
cheese? Is that what is that? Brie? I mean,
Peanut butter? Let me get it.
Just all I'm saying is don't catfish me. That's the only
Nah,
thing
man.
that make me mad. Like, you know what I'm saying? And if
Well,
you're not attractive, be not attractive in real life. Just send me the not attractive picture, because you never know when I get the picture. I might be like a couple drinks in, and I'm like, you know what?
No filter. Let me
shoot,
see
yeah,
you.
you got to be careful.
You might just be.
Well-
you might be a option. You ain't got to get thrown out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And if you're ugly, send your picture with all the things that you have going for yourself, like medical nurse, got her
Oh,
own
God.
weed card,
You hear
she
that?
got food stamps, like, you know what I'm saying? Let entice me. Like, you know, your looks aren't enticing me, entice me with something else. Like, you know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right. So go ahead, Mike. We're gonna give you the floor for a minute there, so you
That
can.
was,
Mike, being that
Well,
we
you
got
know,
you on the phone, let everybody know what you got going on.
oh, we will. But last thing on that. Look, it's important to have the conversation. It is and if you're with somebody that says, "Yeah, I get it," listen. And there's always my favorite line is I don't care how you get your appetite as long as you come home for dinner. And I come home for dinner. You know, make sure you don't stop for something on the way back. That happens every once in a while. But anyway, so what do I got coming up? Ha for Hire is we're back. We have 2 weekly shows. We have a lot to offer the comedy community that we love and that we've been working with for a long time. They all know who they are. It's everybody that's sitting here listening, well, at least in the room. So we have we have a lot of spots to give out each week. Us as Ha for Hire, we got hired to go down to Miami, and we're doing our lineup show. We have Sam Tripoli as our headliner, and then when we come back, we're just hitting the ground running. I've been doing virtual comedy shows, but not Zoom. I'm like a cartoon. I'm like a video game character, and there's an audience there, and they listen. It's like I drive all the way to my mom's basement to get the full effect. It's crazy. It's amazing, but there's all this different stuff that we got coming up as a team, and we're just excited, man. Anybody that we love and we've reached out to is already shown up and is being a part of it already, so it's cool.
We got to get
So-
them skits popping again, Mike.
Listen, so last night, I'll get out of here in a sec, but last night, one of the guys that was at the skits that we were filming, he wasn't there. He was just there watching. He got in my face like I did something wrong to him. And he was like, "Start doing those skits again. You guys are hilarious." And they really are. I mean, go back and watch. You're hysterical. We're all like, everybody was really funny. So by the way, so yeah, we had that cooking too. I've already been talking to Christy about it too, and the rest of the team from Plus Film. So we got a lot cooking. So just stay tuned. Follow Ha for Hire.
So Mike, basically, he was skitsing for skits.
Yeah.
What's that?
He was skitsing for the skits.
He was skitsing for the skits. He got all on my face, and I was like, "Okay, I'll record one
That's
right
a skit
now."
right there.
Yeah.
Where y'all been, man? I ain't seen this skit.
Thank you, thank you, Mike
Like
Salvi,
something,
for
man.
calling
I like
in.
something. Start poking me
And thank you for your input on the topic that we were just discussing. Thank you so
Absolutely, I love
much.
you all. Have a good
You
night.
already know,
Yes,
Mike.
sir,
Thanks
Mike.
for calling in,
Peace
man.
and love.
One.
Absolutely.
So my question to y'all is right,
Mhm.
because I don't know if y'all seen that post that went viral yesterday from Mimi Simpson. Shout out to Mimi Simpson.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about it.
Oh, y'all going? All right, I'm gonna let it.
Yeah,
I'm
we'll
gonna
talk
let
about
it go. I'm gonna let it go. Go ahead.
We got to talk about the radio station you're listening to right now is 98.5 FM.
Yeah.
You can catch us on your radio dial at 98.5 FM. You can also catch us on YouTube at WJYN 98.5. You have multiple ways other than that. You can also go uptownradiophilly.org, or you can tell Alexa, hey, yo, put on the Uptown Radio. And she'll be like, yes. You know what I'm saying? Because she's a slave now, but when the world turns, she's going to be the master. And we'll be working for Alexa or Siri.
Is she gonna be talking to you the same way?
Let me ask you a question. When the robots take over, who are you listening to, Alexa or Siri? You think they will have a great robotic war versus them?
I got an Android, brother.
Yeah. So you got Alexa.
I got
No,
an Android.
we
We
have-
cool, man.
Yeah.
We cool over here. Them iPhones gonna turn into iRobot real soon.
Yeah, they
man.
are. They're gonna start attacking y'all.
It's gonna get bad.
They're gonna turn
man.
into Decepticons.
I don't trust iPhone, man. I
Uh-uh.
really don't. It's something. It's just something.
It's the fact that you gotta pay
strange.
for every app.
When money's too involved, that's when I start backing out. Like y'all.
The
trust them,
thing
man.
I hate the most about iPhones is why do they have the weakest chargers in the world? Their charger cord don't last at least 3 months.
No.
I don't care what
my
you
kids
do.
have iPhone,
Mhm.
and I have to buy them a charger almost every other week. You
Yeah.
could say, right? Sometimes maybe twice a week. I'm like, yo, I just bought you a charger, like, and then sometimes I go to like the Apple store to get them.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah.
That's
Like
dead.
that's
Yeah,
how deep
definitely.
it is. Like I'll be like, look, I bought an iPhone, and you guys are, like I turned into a whole Karen.
Yeah.
Like I'm not leaving here till I get a free charger because it was said that you guys replaced my chargers.
Y'all seen the flip phones?
I'm wondering.
Yeah, the
They got it.
Samsung joint?
Yeah,
I
the
want
joint
that.
you can fold.
No, I'm
The
staying
other one-
Samsung, baby. I
Yeah,
ain't
I
going
rock with
nowhere.
Samsung
I'm
too.
staying Samsung, man. I ain't going nowhere.
I don't want that.
Nah.
Nah.
I'm just worried about the screen protector. It's no case for it. How do you get a case?
Close
for
it.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, the good thing about Samsung, the good thing about Androids is that like we can like literally
Yeah, they're not weak.
drop our phones and they're not as weak as iPhones. Like an iPhone, you drop it and you can just crush your whole.
The screen is made out of sugar glass.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
like
I'm saying.
LG, like real talk. Like I'll say this about Android phones though. LG phones, if you don't have a screen protector on them, they're kind of like iPhones, but they got better recently. But anyway, we talking too much for
Yeah.
people that don't sponsor us.
Yeah, definitely. You know what I'm saying? Put some money in our pockets and we'll talk about you more.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, we'll do a commercial. Welcome to the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we already
definitely.
got it. We already got
I
it.
will say this though, man. I wish LG dudes would stop making the Android people look bad. All y'all with the LG, just throw your phone out if you got an LG, man. Get rid of it.
Well,
I don't know.
I have two of them, and then I have like
The
two
camera suck,
Samsungs.
and that's why they keep talking about it.
My camera don't suck.
But you want
It
your
sucks on my other joint on my stylus. Well,
Only-
that is a LG though.
only thing I respect about or Mac products, if you're not a Mac, you're something like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you're not a Mac computer, you're whatever you want to be. Like you get
Well,
what I'm saying?
before they
Like
came
LG,
in, no,
HP,
no,
all
no,
them
no,
other
no,
people
no.
are all PC.
but
But
that's
it's just
now
Mac.
because back in the day, like you only had one kind of. You didn't even have these brands that you're talking about now. Like when Google first started and all of that, like we was cool. I'm gonna say the Android computers because nobody wants to say that that's what they was.
PCs.
Because they calling it Mac. You know, they went to Mac computers, right? But let's talk about Android computers. You was using that when you was playing Oregon Trail.
Mhm.
It was all good then.
Because I was broke.
It was all good when you was doing
A
AOL.
Mac
It
computer
was all
costs-
good then, but now all of a sudden
To
Mac
get a-
came
To
out.
get a Mac computer, you gotta have credit. They ask you if your credit is right.
Oh, so that's like
That's-
Charmin and Scott's tissue, right?
Charmin is trash. I
Charmin
gotta go
is-
Scott's all day.
I think Charmin is for people that use iPhones.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what I think.
There
Remember
you
the
go.
games that used to come on the computers? Remember Jazz
Yeah.
Ball?
Yeah, no, my joint used to be the
The
pinball.
joint that be like
Space
sliding.
pinball.
Yeah.
Space pinball
I
is
ain't
my
that
work.
old.
Yeah.
I'm not old enough for pinball.
Nah,
ball, man.
you old enough for Minesweeper?
Yeah,
that was
Minesweeper
the
yes, I
worst.
am. No,
Mines-
no, my dad told me I played Minesweeper. I was nice.
Yo, listen, Minesweeper was so bad as a game, but school was so whacker
Yeah.
that you had to play
I'm gonna be
Minesweeper.
here clicking stuff all day. Bomb,
Your
forget
teacher.
it. How long we got left? All right,
Two hours.
let's keep doing
Yeah.
this.
I'm not
No.
taking no test. I'm playing Minesweeper.
Computer class was the best.
Yeah, definitely.
Y'all had computer class out here?
We had typing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up.
I had typing growing
You
up.
had actual typewriter typing?
We had like
No, not
programming.
typewriter.
I had
We had computers.
Dog,
sir.
I'm 42.
I went to typing
Y'all had
class.
typewriters?
Am I
Yes.
42? think
I
I'm
had the joints when
42.
you gotta be like cling,
Yeah,
click, click,
yeah,
click,
yeah.
click, click,
So
click,
that's
click,
I
cool.
had one of
cling,
those
click, click,
myself,
click, 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 click.
but not a class. Like they wasn't teaching 23 kids how to do that. That's
It
See,
made
I
me-
went to a different. I went to school in different places, but my schools taught me a lot.
It made me feel like the white boy for Misery. Like I was on the type. Yeah, shrink.
You learned that SGT, all that. You learned all that. You learned
Oh
space.
no!
You learned all
How
that.
about whiteout though? Like,
Oh man, I hated that. Right? I hated whiteout.
I never
But
used
yeah,
my
the
typewriter for nothing serious. I don't think nobody wanted typewritten stuff by the
Yeah.
time 2002 came. That was-
Yeah, it was like email me, bro.
what's so crazy to me is the letters. I got a homie that's in jail, so he writes letters.
Oh.
I haven't wrote a letter.
Yo, and don't you feel like
I don't think I
feel
ever
like
wrote a letter.
jail letters? They have like a smell to them. Well, I guess because
Jail.
I'm a female.
It's jail.
Letters from prison. I haven't received a letter from prison in a long time.
You know what a paper company needs to do? They need to like corner the market on gel paper. Like the best paper. If you get
Card
it,
stop. That joke got me
And like
sick.
pens, like the old school, like remember how they used to dip like the pen in the ink?
they'll show you the worst part of prison. This is a commercial. They'll show you the worst parts of prison, right? Like a dude to get raped in the shower,
Right.
somebody gets shanked in the back, and he'll be doing all this stuff, and that person
But
had
this
all that
paper-
bad stuff. He'll still be able to write that letter.
But you would like to
Like-
write home about what's been going on with your
you
life
be
in
crying
here.
into the paper won't fold up and nothing like
Nothing.
that. Yeah,
It
that's-
don't crumble.
You need to get that.
And the
That's-
ink, like when it hits the
Mhm.
ink, if you're writing in pen, like when it
Mhm.
hits the ink, it's just like it doesn't done
doesn't smear
smear
nothing like that.
Yes. You don't have to use white
Gel paper.
Gel.
No, my uncle
we
just
gotta
got
do a
mad at
skit.
me.
We gotta do a skit.
My uncle just got mad at me for that, man, because he sent me like 2 letters.
Yeah.
Like 2 letters. I don't write letters.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, get a Facebook. He's like, I'm in
Yeah.
jail. I'm like, yo, you
Yeah.
know how many people in jail got Facebook? I'm not writing a letter. Get a Facebook or something.
I got a homie that's been in jail for so long, he don't know nothing about none of that.
Yeah,
you
right.
something,
Like
man.
he was in jail. Like
He must not be
the
connected.
last technology he could
Yeah.
probably use was beepers. Like if
Oh,
he could
no.
probably beep crazy.
No,
like,
you
know
can
what
get
I'm
cell
saying?
phones in any prison.
Oh yeah, I mean you can.
Hillary Clinton put
You
him in
just-
jail, huh?
You just gotta have
Locked up for
you
a
just gotta
minute.
have the right connections. You gotta get with the right people.
He been down for a very long
How
time.
long? So when he come home, it's over.
At least 16 years.
I'm about
Yeah,
to
that's
say.
it. See, I won't date nobody that be like,
Yeah.
I've been in jail for more than 2, for more than 6 months.
If you
Now
wasn't around-
he got letters. So
I'm the type of
he's
girl
not.
like if you go to jail, bruh, and we dating and you go to
Yeah.
jail, don't even call me.
yeah.
I'm changing my phone number, address. I'm not writing you. I don't care how many years we was together. I don't none of that. When you
just
go
wanna
to
talk.
prison, it's a wrap.
You can't just call to talk.
Nope.
Yo, that's
That's
vicious,
crazy.
You
man.
ain't wasting
Is
my
vicious
time.
on the list?
I got a comedy
That's
show.
vicious, yo.
I got a comedy show to go to, bro.
Her not answering his phone call should be up
That's
on the list.
vicious.
I'm about to
16.
I'm about to go on stage, bro. Yeah, but let me tell you, nah, yo,
But
call
he's not
y'all
calling
the
us.
show.
You can't call that late at night.
Okay.
Like, you're not calling. You're not in prison making.
They
12
got till
o'clock
about
phone calls.
9 o'clock. They got till about 9 o'clock. If I got a show at 7:30, they want to talk for 45 minutes when I could be kicking it with my comedian friends and networking and all of
Her
that.
phone ring 2 a.m. Like, oh, who was this? You have a collect call for? Like, no. That's not.
Nah,
That's never
dog.
going to happen.
No,
like,
how about you just when like the day
you ain't
like
getting no jail
anybody
booty
that
call.
dates me in the future, like if that's like the career path you want to take is the
Yeah.
jail career path, then don't even waste your time because I'm not sending you no commissary money. I don't care if your mom ain't visiting you. I don't care.
Vicious.
And I tell my
Vicious.
sons this all the time. Y'all go to jail, don't call me to bail you
But
out.
that's-
No, my mom said
Don't
that
call me for no, and I mean it though, because there's mothers that say that and then
Yeah.
they bail. No,
No, my mom
no,
left my
no,
brother
no.
in jail.
I'm not about
Yeah.
to have you living in my house on house arrest. Nah, dog. Nah, how about no?
But it's so crazy. You jump out the window like that, but you want to take everybody with you. Like, no, dog, that was
No,
your decision.
That was you.
Now, it's different if every first of the month you sell a lot of drugs, you bring money home. Like, oh, look, mom, here's the money for whatever.
Nope.
Then I might call you. Like, you know what I'm
My
saying?
mom wasn't that type.
Nope.
I think
Yeah.
been on some Franklin from Snowfall type
Yeah.
stuff. Came home, been paying bills and all that shit. I'm like,
Yeah.
get that money out of here. You go too. I
Yeah.
don't want
Yup,
none of
period.
it.
Like
You
that's
got-
how you want to make it
You gotta
because
catch mom on the right day.
that's
like-
only gonna leave you. That's only gonna leave you in two places, bro.
What you do is you keep checking the mail. You see that final shut off notice, like, Mom, drug money. She's like, oh yes, baby.
No, no.
Praise Jesus.
My mom will make it happen, yo. My mom used to make it happen, like,
Yeah.
and she'd be like, "I don't want your money."
With that being said, though, is it right to live wrong? Right? Society says drug dealing is wrong, right? But you could take money from drug dealing and do good with it.
It depends on your mindset.
That's what I'm
It depends
saying.
on
Like,
what you. I mean, like it's people that don't understand money, so they'll go and be like, "Yeah, I'm selling weed and all this stuff." So
For
when they
who?
start- is that on the list?
For who
You
though?
don't li- all right.
But for who?
That's the thing.
What you
If
saying?
you don't
For
understand
who, what?
money,
For who? I'm
I got-
selling weed, but for who?
for me. I
So
mean,
you
it's
selling
really not
weed, you selling weed, right? And you got to turn in so much amount of your money
Mhm.
to somebody else's pocket.
you coming up $20-$40 maybe on an ounce or a half.
That's it.
You gonna have to buy a lot of halves,
And then you get arrested, right? That's not the kicker. The kicker is you get arrested, right? And you go to court. Where that boy at you been giving bread to? Where he at?
Mhm.
Where he at?
Okay.
He ain't showing up to
So
your
my
court
que-
date to bail you
My
out.
question is this, right? Right is right and wrong is wrong, right? Is scamming the same as selling drugs?
Yes.
it's not the same. It's not the same crime,
But it's wrong.
but it's,
Yes.
It's wrong, right? But how many people I'm scamming right now? And if I can get more scams, I'm going to scam some more.
So this thing's
I'm not
called
scamming.
victimless crimes,
Mhm.
right? So there's some crimes that are literally like there's nobody scamming. I don't know if that's one of them because you scam
Yeah.
and people do lose money at some. I don't know. I don't know anything about scamming, but there's some things that are just victimless crimes. So yeah, you might not have went out and beat no old lady up tonight, but what you doing is technically illegal. Now, what makes things illegal or not?
Depends
illegal,
on what you doing.
Who cares? But
if
yeah.
you ever notice white collar crime, yeah. But if you notice, a lot of people who lock people up for crime are doing crime as well. You
White-
get what I'm saying?
white collar
Not
crime.
even white collar. You got a lot of people who might be a district attorney locking people up for selling drugs.
But you
when
buying them.
When he go home, he like you know what I'm saying?
But
He'll
he not
ping.
selling them.
But that's what I'm saying. You're still using him. You
Or
get what
even-
I'm saying?
An even better question, right? So you talk about a district attorney that'll go hard to put a drug dealer in jail,
in jail, yeah.
but will let a murderer off so they can get a bigger fish.
Yeah.
Is he just as wrong as a drug dealer?
Yeah.
Yes.
So my question is, a lot of people are wrong. So if you do something wrong, who am I to say you're wrong? You get what I'm saying?
Look, man.
You might be wrong to me, but you might be right. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You
I
might be
don't
right
know.
for your situation.
You might be right for
like
your
that's
situation.
cool, but don't stay stuck in it. Like
Yeah.
it's okay. Like do your thing. Like I know people that have sold drugs, all that stuff, but they become like
Flip that money.
no, they become like better. Like they become not what you call it?
Bums.
Not bums. I don't want to say that. There's another like more better word.
Wait,
for
is that the word?
it is the word, but it's like a better word for that. You don't want to become a
What was it?
statistic of your
Okay.
society.
Okay.
You want to show that okay, whatever. I did this, but look at me now, like I'm a lawyer or I'm a doctor.
But that's what
or
I'm
blah,
saying.
blah, blah. It's like
we-
strippers.
When we look, what that has to do with race, right? When we look at people
Do
out
it.
here, a lot of times,
Because
right?
I know a lot of white strippers.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm talking
Oh,
about when
okay.
it comes to like selling drugs, right? We'll look at like young African American, young Hispanics out here in the corner selling drugs, making money, right? And we'll automatically look down towards them. But President Kennedy's father was a bootlegger. He was a drug dealer of his time. What he did was illegal, right? But his children were able to take that money, flip that money,
And do
something
better.
better. Jay-Z.
And
You
do
get
better.
what I'm saying? Like Jay-Z was able to take his whatever he did, flip it, and then do better. So it's like if you,
America sold drugs.
that's what I'm saying. Slavery was drug
To
dealer.
fight
Like,
off-
you know what I'm
America
saying?
like, literally sold
So
drugs
do
do
fight
better.
off-
All right,
fight
but
off
you want to
Russian
stay
influence.
stuck. Okay, so this is gonna become a debate. I already feel it. So you
We're
want
not
to
gonna
stay.
stick on this too long.
You want
Too
to
much
stay
longer.
stuck
Mhm.
in your environment, or you want to get out of it? Because what I see is people stay stuck in it.
Yeah,
They stay stuck in it.
I think it should.
And they
be-
got great
I'm sorry.
fathers that did what they did back in the day, but they did it so you could do better. But you chose because you want to be Mr. Gangster, or I like being on the block or whatever. You think that's cool or whatever, and your dad is like, dude, like I'm like I did what I did for you to better your education,
That's facts.
and then you chose to like not do that. Like I cannot help you no more.
Little Ghost comes to mind for me.
And then you can't blame it on
Reek-
society. Now you're blaming it on.
from Power.
Now you blaming it on society because what?
We got our guest wants to say. Our studio audience wants to chime in real quick.
Go
on
ahead,
the subject.
Chime.
Nobody said it better than Beanie Siegel.
Mm-hmm.
He sold drugs, he got better, but you know what? It was the rush.
Yeah.
That's probably what it is. Because at the end of the day, like you just said, you see how people made and became. You can do it,
Yeah.
but you want to be like this, whatever you want, and then you want to say, "Oh, it's society," and people look at me. No, it's you, bruh.
If you decide to sell drugs, I think there should be a minimum of things you should do. One, you definitely need to get life insurance on yourself, a nice policy.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody trying to do a fish fry to bury you because you was out here jumping out the window.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? Two, you should definitely take a portion of your drug money and invest it in legal drugs. And I mean, when I say legal drug, I mean like stock markets, Bitcoin.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
You can't make that advice, but that's washing money.
Hmm?
You can't get that advice.
That's
bro.
laundering.
Is that illegal for me to say? Launder money?
Yes.
Launder
I'm just
money.
saying,
Yes.
it's money laundering. brother.
Money laundering.
The opinions
But
of the
this is-
station.
wait,
Just
hold
be
on for a
smart
second.
with your money is what we're
Listen,
saying.
this is what I'm saying, though, right? All right. What I'm saying is this, right? If
The
you
opinions of the station.
if you selling drugs, what's washing money like?
Okay, washing money is.
Look, I done killed 4 people.
Like,
this
all
week,
right.
But I'm not washing money.
Okay, check this out.
Buying beer.
So I'm selling drugs, right? I'm making all this bread. I gotta find somewhere to put this money because I can't put all my money in my bank account because child support is already gonna come for half,
Yeah.
right? Child support gonna come for that. So I'm gonna just only put in that bank account what child support needs and wants.
Yeah, there you
I
go.
put anything else after that. If I put anything more than what 10, 15 grand cash money walking to the bank, want to deposit this, it's a red flag automatically. Where you getting this money from? I just want to pay my back child support, bro. That's all I want to do. Well, where you get this money from? Now they watching me.
Mhm.
Now I gotta find a way for them not to watch me. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go buy a store. I'm gonna buy a little bodega.
There you go.
But now they watching me.
Mm-hmm.
So I put my money in the bodega. So I buy a couple properties. And then like they don't even come for you. The thing is they don't come for you right away. They let you build that up. Yo, they let
Yeah.
you think you doing it.
Yeah. I'm getting away with this. Oh, yes, you
Oh,
are.
yeah.
You getting away with
And you
it.
got the feds sitting outside
Mhm.
you don't even know.
Because nobody's gonna put. I mean, the city is.
You
not
got
gonna put money.
you
to
giving
it.
the mailman waters thinking you know he's the regular mailman. You like, yo, bro, you want a water? It's
What
hot
happened to my
outside.
other guy, Tom? They moved him to a different location. Oh, okay.
Oh, you know what? It's his off week this week.
He's on vacation.
Or he's on vacation.
You might see me around more.
You know what I'm saying? You start doing it, man. And then when you come to, by the time you look up, because you thinking you big stuff,
No, the worst is
they done
when people,
snatch everything.
when people get caught and they have so much stuff on you that they was like, okay, in July 3rd, 2001, you were on the phone with Tamika and you told Tamika the pack is jumping. What is that? Like, yo, how you
Yo,
get-
bro, how you
what?
know that?
You know what I'm saying? That's what I said, but
Oh, so I've been a professional side piece? That's what you're telling me? I just started this in 2-3 years ago. Like, and you telling me I've been a professional side piece since 1995, bro?
we're running away. Mark,
From the topic.
No,
Mark.
no.
How you said you've been doing comedy since 08.
That was the topic.
No.
No.
But we want to get into
13.
with 13. How many people have you been around comedy wise? Like, how far is comedy taking you? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I can't act like it's taking me out of the country yet.
Yeah.
I love that opportunity when it comes, but I definitely have traveled to places I never thought I would go. Like I performed at UMass. You know what I'm saying? Like just going to a college that's that big, and I've
Yeah.
never been to Massachusetts or Boston or anything. So that was a dope experience. Just doing comedy in Atlanta. I'm about to be back in Atlanta this weekend. So,
We're at in
yeah.
Atlanta, if you don't mind me
I'm at
asking.
Uptown this weekend.
You at Uptown? Tell
Yeah.
Mr. Inappropriate I said hello.
Nah, man, I don't know who that is, but I'm gonna tell him.
You'll meet
But
him.
I'm gonna say-
Trust me, you'll meet him when you're down there.
But yeah, man, yeah, comedy takes you places, man. I've met a lot of interesting people doing it.
Yeah. Who's the most famous person you met?
The most famous person I've met, I don't even know, man.
Nobody
I
jumps out like that.
Like I've met people, but it's like when I say these people, it's like nobody cares. It's like they was famous
They
at
fam-
one point in your life.
So they're
So
more
who have
important
you
to
met that was
Like I met
pre-fame, that was
of course,
before
like
famous?
I met AJ Johnson. Everybody know AJ Johnson
Okay.
as Ezel from
Friday.
right?
Yeah.
But nobody cares.
I
Yeah.
care.
Like it's like
we care.
We care.
You
That's
care
why we
now,
asked
but
you.
y'all both older
That's
than
why
me.
we
Of
asked
course
But we
y'all
ain't
care.
never meet him.
I talk to 29-year-olds like myself. They be like, all right, tell me somebody else. I'd be like, oh, I met what's the boy from Living Single?
Which one?
The
Overton.
The Overton. Yeah.
I met Overton.
He's Overton.
Nobody cares.
Yeah.
Nobody cares that you met Overton. I mean, all these 90s people, nobody cares.
Well, we care. We're from the 90s.
yeah, no, I'm glad y'all care. I'm just saying, man, this is the only place I can tell these stories.
There you go.
Nobody cares.
So tell them, get them off your chest.
Yeah,
it,
you've been holding this in for a while. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, you feel like you
I
feel
can
the
tell.
energy,
You
man.
got hair growing back and everything.
Overton.
Yo, shout out to Marcus Lavar in the building.
Yeah.
I just want to remind you guys are listening to WJYM 98.5 FM. You can listen to us at uptownradiophilly.org, or you can watch us on YouTube at WJYM 98.5, right? FM.
Mhm.
Or you can say Alexa Uptown Radio, yo. So right now we're just touching up on a little bit of Marcus Lavar's history and stuff like that. So if you guys have any questions for Marcus, can we give him a chance to call? You can call in for questions for Marcus Lavar right now at 215-763-9596. But yeah, so we care because we're from the 90s, bro.
Yeah, no, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Well, I was born in the 80s.
The 90s was a good time, man. What I realized is shoot.
Keep it low, keep it low, keep it low, keep it low.
Oh man.
See, this is what money laundering's about.
Keeping everything under wraps.
But yeah, so we care. Like, so you met AJ Johnson, Overton from In Living Color, correct?
I did a show with Bruh Man. Shout out to
Okay.
Bruh Man.
Shout
I
out.
can't remember that man's name. Every time I see him, I just be like, Bruh Man.
Whatever.
Everybody says it.
Reginald Jackson? I can't. I'm sorry, brother.
Reginald
Bruh
Jackson?
Man.
That
It's
sounds
Reginald.
like-
It's
Brother
Reggie.
man.
Reggie something. I
He's
can't
brother
remember.
man. That's
Brother
like
man.
Overton is Overton. You can't.
Yeah, nobody knows Overton, man.
It's not like, listen, it ain't like you're on the phone with him. Hey, what's up, Overton? Like, you're not like personal friends. You met the boy. Like, you know what I'm saying? You get called.
Like, you
what I-
actually met him and shook his hand, or you just met him and took a picture? Because
I
comedians
probably
tend to
should.
do that.
I don't take pictures of people.
Comedians
I'm
do
not a
that
guy.
sometimes.
I hate. My thing is like I know if I was famous, I would be looking at you like, you really want this picture. So I don't ask people for pictures.
Fact.
I do not. I really don't. So that's my thing.
It's not a bad thing, only because it's a moment in history that you met somebody that you look up to. You get what I'm saying? Or that you rock with. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's kind of nutty because it's a catch-22. Being from Philly, you got the not being Joe. Like, you know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
So the person might, like, I know this much. Like, if I ask somebody, if I was to put myself out there and ask for a picture and you fraud on me, oh, I might throw something at you. I might hit you in the, you think you cute?
My thing is this: like, if I'm gonna bother a well-known comedian for a picture, I at least want to kick it with you.
Yeah.
I want to pick your brain. I don't want to just take a picture and then just post it on my Instagram or whatever and be like, I got to meet such and such. No, you didn't.
What I hate.
You got to take a picture with him. Like, that's all you did.
What I hate with a passion, and comics do this all the time. I just talked to the OG, rocked down in front of him. He told me, keep it up, youngin'. I see something.
You lying.
Nah,
You
man,
lying.
it's
The
funny.
only old head I could say that will sit and talk to you, that I could believe, like, maybe, is if you tell me you met Tommy Too Smooth.
I was just about to say that. Tommy,
Yeah.
it will.
No, talent.
That's it.
Talent, chop it up.
Talent and
Talent
talent
too,
too.
right?
If you bomb, talent ain't gonna say
No.
nothing to you.
No.
Yeah.
No. Real talk. But the only old head that I've met in the game that will sit and have a chat with you in a minute or so, he'll like chat. He'll be like, "Yo, let me talk to you for a second or whatever." You know what I'm saying? So we are going on a break, y'all, because
We're going to take a quick 10-minute
We're gonna take a
break.
quick
We're going to
10
come back with
and
our
we'll be back.
topics, and we'll be back.
Yep.
Right?
Coming
There
in
you
hot
go.
because you already know you're listening to the LOL show, Living Off Laughter, and we on the radio, y'all. We'll be back.
And if I get rocked for my kids, is that real?